Nikita Koloff, the Russian Nightmare here. Now, I've been asked to tell you one of my best road stories. One of my best road stories. You know, the one that comes to mind, and I don't know how much humor you'll find in it, but we found it humorous at the time. But it was back in the late '80s, and a lot of times Sting, Road Warrior Animal, the total package, Lex Luger and myself would travel together. If we were traveling into a territory, we were with Jim Crockett Promotions, but we travel like up to Chicago and or Michigan or Columbus, Ohio, and we work 3 or 4 nights in a particular area. In this particular case, we were traveling through Iowa. The four of us were traveling through Iowa. And usually, you're going to book a hotel in advance. And of course, we had a rental car. We usually tried to, get a Cadillac back in the days because it was roomier for the four of us. If you can picture in your mind, 300-pound Road Warrior Animal. I was about 285 or so, maybe a little less. Luger, about 270 pounds. Sting, about 260 or somewhere in that area. So you got the four of us, all beefed up and jacked up, and we all had similar lifestyles, right? So like we'd fly into a town, rent a car, we'd all hit the gym every day. We'd eat relatively healthy every single day, and then just travel together from town to town to town. In this particular case, we were traveling through Iowa, and for whatever reason, and I don't remember the town that we stopped in, but no matter where we went, we couldn't find a hotel room. And we ended up in this little flea bag hotel in, I don't know, Podunk, Iowa. I don't even know the town. All I remember is what happened. We ended up, and it was Animal and I in a room and Sting and Luger in a room. And it turns out, we didn't know this till the next morning, but when I say Fleabag Motel, like for real, I mean, they provided you with a fly swatter in each room and a spray, a can of pesticide bug spray. I mean, but it was all we had. No matter where we stopped, we couldn't find another room, couldn't find a hotel. And I think we might have been on the way to Des Moines, Iowa. I just don't totally remember all the details. I only remember this part. The next morning, we all meet for breakfast. They did have just a little hole-in-the-wall restaurant there. And so we all met for breakfast the next morning. Come to find out, Luger was basically up the whole night. He's not a bug guy. Doesn't like bugs. And this hotel, between roaches and flies, was basically infested with both. So he was up all night. The way I remember the story, he might remember it different, but he was up all night spraying cockroaches, swatting flies, and I don't know that he ever got a wink of sleep the entire night. Now, you would have had to be there, I guess, to hear him tell the story, describe how horrifying the night was, his lack of sleep, and the bugs that infested our rooms. I went to bed. I slept the whole night. I went to bed. And to cap it off the next morning, we're in this little hole-in-the-wall restaurant, and of course, we're all ordering breakfast, and he's ordering egg whites with, no cooking oil, just a cooking spray, and making, eggs a certain way, and the rest that came with the eggs. And of course, little we know, they didn't have cooking spray. I mean, all they knew is how to make eggs and oil, right? And anyway, they set the breakfast down, and we're looking at our breakfast, and of course, the eggs, the omelets, and the eggs, were layered with grease and cooking oil, and that just further put him over the top, and just was beside himself. And I don't think he ate it. I don't remember. We were so hungry, we were just going to eat. At that point, we didn't care. even though we're healthy, we just wanted food, and so we ate what was put in front of us, and so you would have again, you would have had to be there, but that was the story. That was, I mean, we never laughed so hard in the moment of it. Just the expression on his face as he's looking down, at his meal. I think maybe there was some hash browns there. It took, if you were to take 10 napkins, it would have taken 10, maybe even 20 to soak up the grease from the hash browns, let alone soak up the grease from the omelet or the eggs themselves. And the toast, which was, there was, I think, more butter than there was toast on the toast. You kind of get the picture, kind of where that was going. So I don't know, that's a road story I'll never forget, and of course, if you can picture again the four of us together, Sting, the Icon, the Total Package, Lex Luger, Legion of Doom, Road Warrior Animal, and the Russian Nightmare, Nikita Koloff. So I hope you enjoyed that story. I hope you can kind of get a visual for that, the picture of that. We laughed till I think our stomachs hurt and our throat hurt. Lex didn't find as much humor in it as we did, but all these years later, that's the story that comes to mind. Hope you enjoyed that story. Appreciate all you wrestling fans out there more than you know. I said it before, I'll say it again and again and again. You're the greatest fans on the planet, like for real.